For 20 years and beyond, the NBA world has doubted Kobe. From being a player struggling to get minutes to not being clutch.
Kobe Bryant is a shot taker in the clutch, not a shot maker.
So under pressure, yes, Kawhi is better than Kobe was.
What?
To being selfish and not playing winning basketball.
I think Kobe Bryant is ruining the Lakers. I think he's been ruining the Lakers for about almost 10 years.
To not winning any more championships without Shaq. We might now look at his career and look at Kobe as the ultimate competitor. But that reputation was earned. And in the moment, it was anything but smooth. On April 12, 2013, the Lakers were on the verge of missing the playoffs. Leading up to that day, Kobe would nearly break his body trying to will his team. His own teammates thought he wasn't going to make it. It would be after the Lakers assembled a super team with Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, Pau Gasol, and Kobe Bryant. The expectations were sky high, and perhaps more importantly, it was after Kobe had made a promise to the world. Throughout his career, Kobe had battled with a reputation of not being a good teammate, of not playing a style that leads to winning basketball, and that season, being overpaid. Whether he still had it.
Kobe Bryant came up smaller than mini-me down the stretch in that game. That's your line. I'm going to use it on you.
The NBA world was roasting the Lakers. At the All-Star break, they were 25-29, and Kobe was asked if he could get it done. What a wild question to ask an NBA athlete. It's kind of giving these vibes.
Will the Clippers be back here Sunday playing a Game 7? What?
Kobe made a declaration. It's not a question of if we make the playoffs, we will. And when we get there, I have no fear of anyone. Oklahoma City, San Antonio, Denver, whoever. I have zero nervousness about that. So when it looked like the Lakers' run was over, when it looked like Kobe was falling off, it was a 34-year-old overpaid ball hawk quitter guard that made the entire world rise to their feet. And once again proved everyone wrong. But somehow it was even more impressive than that, and it wasn't the only time. This Kobe story is often forgotten by many fans and explains one of the most recognizable moments in NBA history. It's my personal favorite Kobe moment, and it's the one big thing for the week that we need to acknowledge. What is up, dudes, that's ballers players? It's your boy MJ. While Kobe gave a guarantee, his teammates were a bit more apprehensive. The season up to that point had been a disaster. Kobe and Dwight couldn't get on the same page. Mike D'Antoni had frozen Pau Gasol out of the lineup, benching him at times.
Why you bullying me?
And Steve Nash was dealing with a fractured leg and back issues for the entire season that he, quote, said,
"You know, I broke my knee in the first, second game, whatever it was. I was never the same. I'm still not the same."
A little more forgotten fact was that Dwight Howard was dealing with several issues himself. In his own words, he could not raise his arms above his head without pain, but he was still out on the floor trying to give the Lakers his all. And so, the season would go on, but the Lakers still found themselves out of the playoffs with 8 games left. On March 30, 2018, 2 weeks before the day where Kobe would shock the world, the Lakers are playing the Kings. Just 2 days before this game, Kobe needed a crutch to exit the arena because of his severe sprained ankle and bone spurs. The Lakers are above 500 just barely, tied for the 8th seed. It's a must-win game, but Kobe can't buy a shot. Steve Nash exits the game in the first quarter with his reoccurring hamstring injury. Kobe is also dealing with several foot problems, which we'll get back to later, but despite his own injury, Kobe tells Mike D'Antoni, "I'm not coming out tonight." The Lakers are down 12 in the second quarter, and Kobe gets to work, making several passes, drawing a lot of fouls.
Kobe all the way, count if it goes, it goes. 3-point opportunity, the scoop and score,
and grabbing boards. He was doing everything and being a threat to bring the Lakers back. He was patient, methodical, just making all the right plays down the stretch. Kobe would play 47 minutes and 37 seconds, and with 19 points, a career high, 14 assists, 9 boards, and the Lakers win. Yeah, 14 assists because that's what was needed to win. That game against the Kings was the start of a must-win stretch for the Lakers without Steve Nash. But Kobe had made a promise, and he took it upon himself to make it happen. The next game against the Mavericks, 23 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, playing over 47 minutes again. Then 24 points, 9 assists in 43 minutes, another win. Kobe was getting physical therapy in timeouts, in commercial breaks, just to play nearly every minute. But despite Kobe playing 47 minutes in their next game, dropping 25, 10, and 7, the Lakers would lose. His teammates were worried for him, pleading him to take it easier, but he wouldn't listen, something that would come back later on. People have the perception of Kobe as simply being a ball hog that he needed to win his own way. And you might think that Kobe would just try to shoot his way out of the slump, but what most people didn't understand about Kobe was a critique that he had been facing for years, which hit its peak when fans and media roasted him in the 2006 playoffs. With the lineup of Smush Parker and Kwame Brown starting, you wouldn't think that this Lakers team would make the playoffs. But Kobe made a similar promise in 2006.
Because y'all didn't make the playoffs.
Won't happen next year. I'm going to do all the work that I can do to make sure that doesn't happen.
And he came in averaging 35.6 points a game, including a legendary 81-point game, and so maybe the Lakers had a chance. Nothing could stop Kobe, who was determined on dragging this team to the playoffs. And he did it. The Lakers were the number 7 seed set to face the number 2 seed Suns, and the media seemed to be back on Kobe's side. The Lakers go up 2-1, and in Game 4, Kobe hits the game-tying and then game-winning shot. The Lakers were up 3-1. How? Because the Lakers' game plan was actually for Kobe to draw double teams and pass to the open man, not for him to score. Yes, featuring Kwame Brown. Kobe was only averaging 23 points up to that point, but the Suns fired back in Game 5 by double teaming him less and clotheslining him. In Game 6, Kobe drops 50, but the Lakers lose in triple overtime. And the media goes off, calling Kobe selfish, a ball hog, when in reality, Kobe was willing to pass, the Suns adjusted, and were the better team for the entire year. Yet the narrative went on and on. So Game 7, on the road, Kobe has 23 points in the first half, but they're losing by a lot. And in the second half, Kobe decided to make a point, coming out passing. He didn't even look to score at all, and there were times he wasn't even on screen.
Why are you running?
The Lakers lose the series, and the NBA media called him out for his less than enthusiastic play, when in reality, it was a lose-lose situation. He was called a quitter, even if that Lakers team wasn't constructed to make the playoffs, and was even projected to lose the series in 5 games. But because the Lakers had missed the playoffs in 2005, a first-round exit like this in 2006, and then Wade and Shaq winning the championship in those same playoffs, we heard a lot of talk. Allen Iverson said, "There ain't no number 34 around here no more," referring to Shaq. Ow! In Kobe's own words,
2005, 2006, I would get, you can't win without Shaq. Okay. I had no response, right? So I had to just bide my time until. But I remember that fan, he was in Sacramento, sat right behind the scorer's table.
He would respond to that same fan in his own way, so players, fans, and media all thought Kobe couldn't win without Shaq. The Lakers even reached the 2008 finals and lose. And Shaq said this.
Kobe couldn't do without me. You know how I be. Last week, Kobe couldn't do without me.
But the payback was sweet, and it came in the biggest moment.
Shaq goes away. More important to win one now with Shaq not there?
Oh, yeah. Because that's the challenge. Some said I couldn't for whatever reason, but I knew the truth of it. It wasn't some sidekick. You see me every day. You know what I'm about. You know what I mean? So it was kind of insulting to me for people to think I couldn't be that dude. Day by day, one day at a time. Doesn't matter if I'm sick. Doesn't matter if I have a sprained ankle.
In 2009, Kobe would be out for vengeance. I can list stats of 29.6 points per game in the playoffs leading to the finals once again, but that doesn't encapsulate the sheer focus or dominance that was being displayed. Kobe's run generated fans for a generation. Up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, a reporter asks,
"You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?"
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yep, Kobe was dunking on Dwight Howard. Yeah, maybe this is why they don't get along. And in the finals, Kobe averaged 32.4 points, 7.4 assists,
Died of a heart attack.
playing 43.8 minutes a game, winning in 5. Throughout the playoffs, Kobe kept downplaying how important it was to win one without Shaq, but as Charles Barkley said, and he wanted us to believe that he'd want to win one without Shaq, he never jumped that high when they won the last 3 times. And later on, Kobe said how important it was to win without Shaq.
Because I didn't want people to use that again. They still do, but it was important that I win championships without them, and you get a glimpse of what I could have done individually had I not played with him.
To all the doubters, Kobe went after it and made it happen. He shut up a lot of critics, and there were new articles with headlines saying they believed him all along. So Kobe was on top of the world, right? But even then, we still heard doubts about Kobe's playstyle being consistent, and he had to put those critics to rest. One of the most historic Game 7s in NBA history, the 2010 NBA Finals. Kobe, with a broken finger, could not buy a shot again. But this time, the Lakers are built not as the favorites, but as a contender. This game was downright disgusting because of how many shots were missed. And this time, Kobe was passing again. But not just passing to pass, no, he was drawing double teams, playing physical defense, fighting for the boards, everything on the line. It's not scoring that's everything to Kobe, no, it's winning. He played winning basketball. He only ended up with 2 assists, but he kept making the pass before the assist, exploiting the defense for putting so much attention on him. Kobe ended the game with 23 points on 6 of 24 shooting, but he had 15 rebounds, made the winning pass in absolutely ugly 83-79 Lakers win, winning at any cost. And so, the last stretch to get to the playoffs, Kobe is still performing at an MVP level, but the Lakers were now the 9th seed with 6 games left. Against the Hornets, he only plays 41 minutes, scores 23 points in the 4th quarter, drops 30 points, 6 assists, 5 steals in a win. Is this man even real? After every game in this stretch, everyone is worried on if Kobe even has the energy to continue. He's the last one to leave the locker room in halftime just to get a few more minutes of rest. Just hyper optimizing nearly every second to get a little bit more out of his body. The next game though was a spectacle, just 2 days before he shocked the world. And if you shoot or throw something and yell, "Kobe!" you gotta subscribe. Because regardless of whatever the world thinks about Kobe, his spirit still lives on. And if you understand that, you're perfect for the community that we're trying to build here. Antoine Jameson thought there was no way Kobe was going to make it. And the Blazers start the game hot. 41 points in the 1st quarter behind a rookie Damian Lillard who is going off. Just hitting 3,
Damian Lillard.
mid-range,
Win over New Orleans.
any spot,
Open is Lillard over Kobe.
any shot.
Right back to Lillard, wide open.
And Kobe took it upon himself to guard him, and Dame just can't miss and had Kobe frustrated. But Kobe was fighting back, dropping 17 points of his own in the 1st. And that's what he would do the entire game. It was a duel between Kobe and Dame, except Kobe did not sit down for a single second. Yup, he played all 48 minutes on both ends. Kobe had 4 blocks and 3 steals, along with 47 points. Alright bro, what is going on? Dame had 38 points and 9 assists himself. Man was unstoppable too. But Kobe would put the Blazers away in the 4th. This was also a game that Kobe was so baffled by Dame that he had this reaction at the end of the game. Bruh.
Damian Lillard certainly didn't look like a rookie tonight. You had to find an answer for him. He did late, but what do you think about his game?
I mean, that boy is serious, man.
Sometimes scoring is the way to win, and Kobe showed that. Mike D'Antoni said, "That's what happens when you open your mouth and guarantee that we're getting into the playoffs." His teammates were shocked, applying his effort. Kobe said that his right ankle was killing him, so he was compensating a bit more with his left foot, so it was a bit tight and he had to change how he was playing. But man, was it working. While the Lakers hadn't been doing well, there was also a lot of doubt surrounding Kobe. Getting called overpaid wasn't new to Kobe. Sure, he was 34 years old and his prime years were behind him. But someone tell Kobe that. Actually, someone tried to, and it was none other than Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, who said, if you look at their payroll, talking about the Lakers, even if Dwight Howard comes back, you've got to ask the question, should they amnesty Kobe? Oh shit! And surprisingly, there were more people of that mind that Kobe wasn't one of the best players in the league after what happened in the 2012 playoffs. And so, just a month before this Kings game, on February 24th, the Lakers would face the Mavericks, fresh off of Mark Cuban's comments. And Kobe started the game on some bullshit. 2 threes and then snatching OJ's soul. More contested threes.
The stationary three to rise up over OJ Mayo.
Throughout the game, he would hit every type of shot, contested.
Changes 8 ties.
Physical layups.
Protect the ball against the shot block.
Fadeaways.
To dip his shoulder. Fade.
Battling dirt.
This man, Kobe Bryant. Bryant fakes. Now fires and hits a three.
God damn! And this game was tight throughout. Kobe was hell-bent on winning and hits the dagger.
And head fake. Pull it up. Puts it in. Kobe.
He would end the game with 38 points on 62% from the field, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, and the win. Right afterwards, he tweeted, "Amnesty that." And the crazy thing is, at 34 years old, for being washed up, Kobe was averaging 27 points a game. Maybe not so washed. Everything Kobe had been doing the past 6 games led to this moment. The day Kobe fooled the entire world. The day he was finally able to prove everyone wrong, but it would come at a cost. It's Lakers versus Warriors. The Lakers are the 8th seed, but only 1 game ahead of 9. Baby Steph Curry has 22 points in the first quarter, including 4 3-pointers, 32 in the first half. He is scoring in every way possible off the dribble step backs.
Curry for 3, got it.
Catch and shoots.
Catch and fire. Curry.
Pick and rolls.
For Curry, so Curry, there's the floater.
He definitely impressed Kobe, and Kobe was sluggish, not scoring a single point in the first quarter, 3 turnovers, but he was determined. He played every minute of the first quarter, and he wasn't looking to sit in the second. He comes out firing. Again, this is a baby Warriors team that is 6th in the West. They're a solid team, but Kobe breaks Klay's ankles.
Oh, Kobe does it to Klay Thompson!
Or maybe more of a nudge.
That was legitness.
He drops 13 in the second, not saying a single second. And at half, the game is tied. This is not going to be an easy game. In fact, you could see it in plays like this, Kobe trying to catch his breath. He got fouled a lot throughout the game, going to the line 16 times. In the third quarter, Kobe drives past Barnes and
into a stone wall of Festus Ezeli, and he's holding his left knee.
As Kobe laid on the floor, the entire arena went silent. Everyone preparing for the inevitable. Everyone knew Kobe had pushed himself beyond his limits. This had to be it. Kobe was emotionless.
I'm hoping he just bumped knees. But the way he's holding that thing and laying down, it doesn't look like it's something that's just a bump of the knee.
Right now, Kobe down, and this is the entire season, and no words can describe what the Laker family and entire nation is thinking at this moment.
And then miraculously got up. He hit the free throws and he was back to playing like nothing had happened. And then Kobe drives, double clutches, and lands awkwardly. He begins limping.
And I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. This might be that same knee that he hurt.
No, this is
it
like
something different?
No, this is the right foot.
Both of Kobe's legs were hurt. He had nothing left to stand on but his own will. And yet, he still didn't come out. Kobe was battling Father Time, battling the limits of his own body, the quitter allegations, the can't win without Shaq statements, the selfish claims, and continued to find ways to help the Lakers. Scoring,
Bryant put it up and in.
Continuing to play make.
He's going to attack the baseline with the left hand. He scores.
The Warriors are still up. Steph is on fire. Clay's heating up.
Klay Thompson step back again. 3 in a row.
And the Lakers need every bit of Kobe to keep the team afloat. Him just being on the floor is putting pressure on the defense. Clay has 5 fouls. And so, heading into the fourth, Kobe still hasn't been subbed out. He's splitting the double teams, driving to the hoop. He hits a 3 to put the Lakers within 3. And just a minute later, with the Lakers within 2, tragedy strikes.
On that play, can they get back-to-back stops? And
Bryant again going to work, falls down. Again, he's struggling.
Kobe can feel his Achilles roll up to his leg, and then he does the most Kobe Bryant thing ever. Using his fingers, Kobe tries to pull the tendon back down. I'm at a loss for words. The Lakers take a timeout and Kobe is struggling to walk back to the bench. At this moment, Kobe has torn his Achilles, an injury that is a death sentence for many athletes. And even then, this is what he said was going through his mind. I just tried to buy a little bit of time. I was trying to figure out a way to play around it because if I can walk on my heel, maybe I can get around it because I don't have to get up on my toe. I had worked so hard to get us there. I'll be damned if we lose this game and all that hard work goes to I tried to finish the job. What a mindset. It's so applicable when chasing any dream, and in the moment when you have just torn your Achilles, that is crazy. Kobe labored his way back to the free throw line just to give him a chance to keep playing in the game. And as he's shooting the free throws, Kobe is stoic. Not a word, barely an expression, just focused. He makes both free throws and the game is tied. Eventually, with some help, he walks back to the locker room. Kobe had pushed his body to the absolute limit for the sole purpose of winning, trying to play 2 full games back to back at 34 years old. People remember the moment of him tearing his Achilles and coming back to the free throw line, but what they don't remember is the accumulation of what Kobe did for the Lakers to get to that point. This was truly Mamba mentality. And inspired by Kobe's heroics, the rest of the Lakers gave it their all. And it came down to Stephen Curry chucking up a full court shot and missing for the Lakers to win the game. In the next 2 games, the rest of the team carried on Kobe's mission. Kobe had inspired by example. The Lakers win both games and they make the playoffs, just without the Mamba. And they get swept in the first round, but Kobe had kept his promise. The Lakers made the playoffs, and many people look at it as the cost was not worth the reward. But to me, that is the epitome of Kobe Bryant. Results are never guaranteed, especially when you're putting in hard work. And that can be daunting if you're giving it your all, because something could go wrong and everything you've worked for falls apart. But it's the courage to still give it your all, still go after your dreams, day in, day out, without knowing what would happen. That courage is what makes Kobe so special. And so that stretch of games, that moment is my favorite Kobe moment because honestly, it inspired me to make this YouTube channel. It inspires me every day to go after it and make the best content for you guys. And I'm sure Kobe has inspired generations in the same exact way. So that day, Kobe fooled the entire world, but also he confirmed everything we loved about him. Rest in peace, Kobe. We're trying to carry your spirit on all day. The only notification shout goes to Big Wiggy, who's here all day. Appreciate you. And if you want to know about the time how Nike lost weight and then Wade made one of the most popular shoes of all time, there's a video right here. It's your boy MJ. See you next Saturday at the minimum. We out and we vibe.
I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. I'll let you carry on with your evening. please know I'm thinking of you, supporting you, and encouraging you.